welcome to Ozarks Live. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, it's good to see you. How are we doing out there?
I'm doing fine here.
Good.
I haven't been running around outside, that's why.
I haven't either. I don't know what it's doing. It's the weekend that no one can get past what's going to happen this weekend. I think it's going to be a little iffy.
Yeah, I think so. And I just saw something a few minutes ago saying, oh, yes, it was going to be so cold in Kansas City, but not as cold as they thought. So I don't know what's going on. I didn't have time to go farther.
Oh, it's going to be like 11, 12 instead of 9 degrees now?
Yes.
So awesome. Good
deal.
So
you'll be able to wear Bermuda
shorts,
I couldn't
flip-flops.
say the word Bermuda
shorts.
because I didn't believe it.
I know. I don't believe it either. Either way, you get to a certain threshold and it's not going to be comfortable. I don't care what, you get a little fluctuation this way or that, yeah. It's at that point, it's all the same cold.
Yes, I agree. Once it gets to around 30 degrees, I'm done. I'm just cold.
Yeah.
Even if I'm inside, if I know it's colder out there, I'm cold.
Well, you know me, a lot of times I don't take my coat off until it's time to come to the studio and do the show.
That is very true.
Yeah, winter coats. Yeah, I mean, it happens all the time. I want to address something real quick. If you haven't heard already, it is a sad day in the Ozarks. A professional bull rider from Southwest Missouri died last night after being injured in a competition. Very sad. Mason Lowe was from Exeter, Missouri. He was riding in the Denver PBR shootout at the National Western Stock Show. He was 25 years old. He had ridden professionally for the last 7 years, ranked 18th in the world. Very, very talented young man. I talked to Randy Little today from PFI, who told me that Mason Lowe is a great individual, very strong family values. He says Lowe always went out of his way to be really friendly and very helpful to everyone, especially all of the other riders. And he always gave extra effort to the sport, which he represented very, very well. Our sympathies certainly go out to Mason Lowe's friends and family.
Yeah. And he was on our show a couple of years ago. I know Kelly spoke with him.
Yes.
And just seemed like a really nice person. He was very, open and with Kelly, and yeah, it's very sad.
Very tragic. It's a very dangerous sport.
Yeah, it gives credence to that whole idea.
It does. It does. We were at the PBR, of course, this year out at JQH Arena. He was not in this particular one this last fall.
Right.
But still, when you watch them get up there, you have that sort of anticipation of, you're wishing them well, but you think this could go terribly wrong. This is a big, big animal out there.
Well, you have a ton of animal that's moving every which way to get out from under you.
Yeah.
And accidents unfortunately do happen.
Very, very unfortunate for sure.
Yeah.
But again, as we were talking about the weather this weekend, and I just want to touch on this real quick, I have decided to go to Arrowhead Stadium.
Yes.
Not for the game, but at least for the tailgate, because you know me, I love a good tailgate.
Right, exactly.
Now, I may be thinking, what was I thinking by the time I actually get there on Sunday?
I think you're going to be thinking that before you get there.
You think it's going to hit me before I go and go, what have I agreed to?
I think it's already rattling around in your head. What
maybe
was
a little.
I
Because I am a cold-natured sort of girl, but here's the thing. Before the game starts at about, I think the game's on at right around 5:30, 5:40, something like that.
Yeah, coverage will start at about 5 probably.
Right, from 4 to 5, we're actually going to do a live hour of television, a whole tailgate party that we're going to have right here. Yeah. So you're going to see Tom. I think he's going to be out in the gazebo too, so good luck to you.
I'm going to be outside, so which threw the thought in my head, what am I, it's going to be cold. The good thing about what I'm doing is I will have this fire right in front of me. It's
he's going to be grilling.
Yeah, I'll be grilling. But that's a whole lot better than standing out in that parking lot at Arrowhead, because probably the parking lot you're in, I'm going to guess it's on the north side, which is where all the cold wind will, as though it's not going to be cold enough.
Anyway, it's going to be an interesting day Sunday, so join us for that. And we'll have some hand warmers going on at the very minimum, believe me. Well, we have a great show lined up for you this afternoon.
That's right. George Carden is here to chat all things circus, and we're hanging out in the kitchen with Pie 5 Pizza.
It's going to be really good, but before we get to it, we're going to show you what is on our radar. Okay, speaking of food, I ran across something very cool if you are a frequent traveler. Okay, particularly in airports, a food delivery service inside the airport.
they're going to make $1 billion.
Well, they might, okay? It's called At Your Gate, and it lets you choose from menus within the airport. Now, that's very important.
Yeah.
Your food is not brought in from the outside. It doesn't have to go through security. It's from all of the restaurants inside. But if you travel at all, I mean, the restaurants inside these airports have gotten better and better and
Yes,
better, right?
they have.
Here is how it works. This is actually their website. You download their app, peruse the menus within the airport, even if it's not within the particular, gate or the concourse or any of that. No, it can be anywhere.
Oh.
A friendly delivery person will bring you your chow in 20 to 30 minutes. How nice is that?
I like that.
Yeah, well, thus, it's not everywhere yet, okay? You can find it at New York, LaGuardia, Newark. There's one terminal in JFK Airport, San Diego, and Minneapolis, St. Paul. So that's a pretty decent.
Not in Springfield?
Not in Springfield yet, no.
Oh, for
They
crying
could
out
run
loud.
it up from the little coffee shop or the little, the little sandwich place, right?
That's true.
But if you dread airplane food and you're flying through one of the airports, try it out. Let us know how it goes. I think that's kind of a nice service.
I like I truly do, especially if you're in a big place like O'Hare or in Dallas or something like that. You don't have time to go wandering around finding the food that you've got it right in front of you on a menu. Bring me this.
It is
like
nice
that.
because honestly, when you do look and you think, oh, there's something I really want, but I don't know that I've got time, and I'm going to get lost, it's going to be crowded. This will.
And I'm going to lose my seat.
And you don't want to lose your seat. Don't want to lose your seat. So anyway, it's out there if you need it. There you go.
Okay.
Good news. Yeah.
All right, now, come on, fess up. We don't always put in the minimum time experts say is barely adequate for brushing our teeth. That 2-minute thing. We all know there's just not enough time. We have places to go, people to see.
We do.
I know we feel terrible about it. Well, feel guilty no more. I have the answer. The Y Brush by Fastiche, shown at this year's CES, the
The Consumer Electronics Show.
Electronics
That we
show,
did not go to.
Is a tooth. Yeah, I know. We were supposed to be there. It's a toothbrush that brushes multiple teeth at the same time, making for a shorter brushing time. The Y Brush takes a tray like those used for teeth bleaching or night guards and lines it with bristles. The bristles vibrate, and it takes about 10 seconds to remove as much plaque as a normal 2-minute brushing.
Okay.
Yeah. It comes in various sizes, including 2 adult sizes, 1 child, and 1 intermediate size. This could help us all get out of the house more quickly in the morning. Huh?
This is why we need to go to the Consumer Electronics Show.
Exactly,
Tom.
but
Try this stuff out.
it also might be a great idea for caregivers to use, when they need to brush another person's
Completely.
teeth. And that's a difficult thing to do at times.
Interesting.
Yeah, but you stick this thing in and you're done in 10 seconds.
Can you get it now, or do you know?
I did not find that it was available yet, but it's out there. So it's got to be close. It's got to be close. I mean, you've got it, Consumer Electronics. It's not necessarily, a prototype. It looks like it's ready to move.
Yeah, very good. Interesting stuff. All right, I've got another one for you. This is where technology meets cosmetics, okay? You've heard about how artificial intelligence is making an impact on all sorts of industries, but now it's making an impact on the beauty industry, and here's how. Okay, go back a year to last year's Consumer Electronics Show.
Oh, the one we didn't go to?
The one we also did not go to. Okay. Neutrogena, the skincare people,
Right.
They do makeup and moisturizer and all that. They introduced an iPhone accessory called the Skin 360. It actually scans your face to assess the health of your skin and your moisture levels. Okay, so that was in January of 2018. Okay, just last week, it took a step beyond. It is now using technology to build custom face masks based on your skin.
Oh.
You know how people love those face masks. Some of them you just slap them on there, and other ones is you peel it off and you stick it on. Well, this is one of those. It's very personal. You take a 3D image of your face, and based on your concerns, you can get a mask that specifically fits your face with the ingredients where you want them to be and where you need them to be. See, she's figured out where she needs, what moisturizer. Okay, for example, if your cheeks are dull, apparently you can put vitamin C there. And I guess they're not dull anymore. Somehow it makes them all shiny and red and pink and lovely, and I don't know.
And you smell citrusy and everything.
And you smell, I guess so, yeah. Now see, girls will absolutely love that. No word on the price, but according to The Verge, I read this article today, Neutrogena could get these on the market during the third quarter of this year. So, custom face masks.
And
You'll wake up looking just, or you'll peel it off looking just fantastic.
do you print them out on the printer, or do they have to send them to you?
They send them to you.
I would guess.
Yeah, they'll send them to you based on what you need.
I have questions about that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sounds like a little something more to spend our money on, doesn't
well,
it?
it's like how do they know by a picture? It's not, your camera isn't any different than mine, they got a picture.
AI, artificial intelligence.
Okay.
Emphasis on artificial and intelligence. Could go either way. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
You get it.
We'll see
Okay.
where it goes.
We'll see where it goes. Okay, we got more to come. Up next, Carden Circus International is just 2 weeks away.
And George Carden joins us live. Don't go away, Ozarks Live is just getting started.